How's it going, everyone? The Trout91 here for a FIFA 17 beta gameplay first impressions video. If you're looking for actual gameplay of the beta, you won't find it here. This is a FIFA 16 gameplay. It is against the terms of service to upload this, and I'm pretty sure you'll get banned off of whatever console you're playing on if you do, in fact, upload gameplay of the beta. But all of my experience came from the kickoff mode. My good friend Adam Hlebsweld, the mighty Hlebsweld, came over and we played some kickoff against each other last night. So some of these thoughts might be a little bit biased. Obviously, I haven't played it as much as some other people who have had a good slog at it, but I will give you my thoughts anyway. I will say that the gameplay flows. It's not too difficult to get to grips with, but it's not a walk in the park to absolutely batter someone. It feels like the game does a lot of work for you, though. It seems like the AI is very much in control. It does a lot of the work for you, and it's definitely, you can tell, it's the first outing on the Frostbite engine, as some of the animations aren't quite as realistic or smooth as you would like. Having said that, it's very beautiful, and there are a lot more player animations than previous FIFAs, which is fantastic. I mean, there were times I thought I was watching Battlefield cutscenes. It looked that good. The game was super fast, very frantic at times, and it could get a little bit overwhelming at certain moments. All the ratings seem to be really messed up as well. Like, you had Diego Costa sitting at a rating of like 67 or something like that. It wasn't until we played with the Classic 11 team that we actually got some real good gameplay, because all the players were over 75. As far as the shooting goes, I thought the keepers were really good. It looks like the keepers have been massively worked on this year. They made some clutch savers throughout the time that we played. Shooting, it didn't feel too easy. There weren't any clear OP ways to score, and the goals that you did score, they seemed a lot more realistic. You couldn't score from stupid angles like you have done in some of the previous FIFAs. I don't know if it's just the fact that me and Adam, when we play, we cancel each other out. We always have these 0-0 boring games that go on to the last minute and someone gets a goal. He actually won every single game, unfortunately for me. But Adam is a class FIFA player, and I am not. As far as the passing goes, it felt very automatic. You would pull off these unreal passes in the middle of the park through gaps that really you shouldn't be able to. If this was like FIFA 16, they wouldn't go through, but you seem to do them quite consistently on this. Then all of a sudden, you came to the killer ball in the final third, and you just wouldn't be able to make it, which is good. At least it allows you that opportunity where you have to do things for yourself to actually reward yourself with a goal. And a lot of the passes seem to be powered up automatically and directed automatically, more so than previous FIFAs. It just seemed a little bit more like they were giving you kind of training wheels to be able to pass properly, which is a different way to do it, considering last year it was so hard initially to actually make passes. Tackling seemed like it was better to just let your AI computer players do the tackling for you. They just took the ball off without you really doing anything. There were so many times I didn't press a single button and the ball was just taken away for me. I didn't even press the second man press, it just did it automatically. Even things like slide tackling and manual tackles seemed a little bit more automatic, like they did it by themselves. I wouldn't say the lock-on was amazing when you did it manually, but a lot of stuff you did without asking it to, it just did amazingly. I'm a fan of how they work the set pieces now. It's not so much a lottery when it comes to like corners. You actually have a marker where you want to aim the ball to be able to get to the players that you want. So that's really good. It makes the tactics a little bit better, and it means that if there's more skill involved in a corner. Free kicks, you can change the camera angle, whether you want to have a shot at goal or whether you want to play the ball to someone. And penalties, you actually have to move the marker. You can move the player, choose the power of the shot as you're running up. So it was a bit more skill in some of the actual set pieces themselves. Dribbling I didn't find great. I thought skill moves were a bit pants. They didn't work out too well. There wasn't really a lot of speed dribbling, which I suppose is good in a way. It's a bit of a drastic change from last year's one. Tackling was just so automatic that it didn't make for good dribbling opportunities. Defending, it seemed really straightforward, like old FIFAs. You contain to line yourself up and you take the ball off them. It's very automatic, seemed quite straightforward. So if you're new to FIFA, tackling is not going to be the biggest of harm, which is a major contrast to last year's FIFA at the start of it. And attacking, I found it hard to find clear opportunities. Again, I don't know if that's because me and Adam just read each other so well, and he's a great player, and I'm an okay player, and he's just, you know, completely cancelling me out. But I seem to stop him at a lot of opportunities in front of goal. It was just very hard to create chances for myself, and the pace advantage is back with the defenders still. It's good because it means you don't have to rely on pacey defenders to do the job for you, but it is a bit frustrating when you have got a clearly faster player, you're through on goal, and someone with no pace just catches you up. But I don't want to get people's hopes up. I made the mistake of getting too excited for a FIFA before it comes out. I will say this is a solid FIFA. It feels very familiar. There's a lot about it that feels like I played this before. I know I'm in familiar territory, if that makes sense. It's a solid FIFA. I don't think it's going to be the best FIFA I've ever played, but I don't think it's going to be the worst FIFA I've ever played. Just go into it knowing that this feels like a typical FIFA. The only difference is it looks beautiful, it seems to flow properly, and there's a lot more content to come out for the game in the future. So it could be a very good FIFA on our hands for this year, and I might not get frustrated and stop playing it after a month. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've played the beta or any of the demo at Gamescom, do let me know in the comments. Give your thoughts, your first impressions, and I'll see you later. Peace out.